For 236 plus years, the brave men and women of the United States of America have fought, and some have ultimately paid the ultimate sacrifice for our right to vote. My name is Jeffrey Griffin, and I'm here to talk to you today about why it is important for you to get out and vote, what makes voting a right versus a privilege, and how you can make a difference by voting. So, what makes voting so important? Simply put, voting is the right that gives us freedom. Voting is a way for your voice to be heard on both a local and a national level. Voting is a tool that is used to elect officials and to make important decisions in your community, state, or even country. The officials that you elect by voting can have an ultimate impact on your life, whether by them deciding that we are going to go to war or by the economic decisions that they choose to make. Simply put, by www.votespa.com, without voting, there could be no democracy. So let's talk about your right to vote. Voting is an essential right given to us by the 26th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America. Americans throughout history have had to fight for this right. Many Americans have even been oppressed. Women and minorities have had to fight and struggled to get their right to vote. The saying "freedom isn't free" holds very true, and many have paid the ultimate price for us to have the right to choose our leaders and to make decisions that are important to this country. So always remember that voting is a right given to you, not just a privilege. Now, let's talk about how you can make a difference by getting out and voting. To start, simply get out there to the polls when there is an important decision to be made or an election. If you are in the military, this is especially true for the election of the President of the United States because you are ultimately choosing your own boss. So be sure to get out there and let your voice be heard. Even if you are overseas, use an absentee ballot and let your voice be heard. Encourage your friends and your family to get out and vote. Convince them to let their voice be heard, as it is very important that everyone votes because it is their right that has been given to them. Voting is essential for democracy to function. Discourage people from thinking that their voice is too small or their voice won't be heard, so they do not vote. Make sure that they get out and vote, because democracy is important for everyone to participate in. It's something that many men and women have lost their lives in battle for. So be sure that they practice their right to vote. Today I talked to you about what makes voting so important. I talked to you about voting is a right and not just a privilege. And I also talked to you about how you can make a difference by getting out and voting. I'd like to thank you for your time, and please do not take your right to vote for granted. Thank you.